Hey. Real Deal STL coming at you. Hey, everybody, I'm back with the Real Deal STL. Sarah Bell here with Gold Bell Real Estate, talking about the real things going on in the real estate industry and just being cozy and comfy in my office right now with my flannel because it's fall, and that's what you do at fall. You wear flannel and you have blankies and things like that because I'm cold. Just wanted to get on here today, talk a little bit about brokerages and what's the deal with brokerages. What's really going on? Like, what's the difference between different brokerages? Do you know somebody who works there? Is that how you got to the one you're at now? Are you a new person shopping around, trying to figure out where you're going to go? Like, let's talk about it. So, when I started, I felt like I didn't have a lot of experience. So I wanted to go to a place that had the experience. So I went to a larger company, thought that would make me look more credible, and maybe it did. I mean, that's where I started. I spent my first 2 years there and I got some experience and I did pretty good. And when I say pretty good, I mean, I sold $800,000 in real estate my first year, and between all the fees and everything I paid, I don't know, I think I made like $5,500 or something in the end. So there's some realness for you right there. But started noticing that there's a lot of other things going on. There's independent brokerages, they call them, where they're not a corporate-owned type entity. It's a person who's just running their own business. That's where I'm at now. So 8 years later, I'm now my own independent broker. I still follow all the rules of National Association of Realtors, Missouri Association of Realtors, our local. There's local boards all over our state. I'm a member and incoming president of the St. Charles County Board of Realtors. We all belong to all those things. We all follow the rules. We just have different structures. If you are the type that, likes a lot of people around you all the time, that camaraderie, that family feel, like you walk in and there's people everywhere, there's always people, a bigger company may be what you want because you're always going to have a friend in the office and who knows, even partner on deals with. But if you're more of a independent type and you don't need all that all the time and you like to focus on your own day and your own workload, a more independent type brokerage maybe for you. A little less of people in the office, as you can see. Everybody that works for me though has an office at home and they're pretty comfortable there, and that's where they get a lot of their business done. But they do come here to meet people now and then, and we have office meetings and stuff when we can all meet up. I feel like though in the realm of the world, like we're all supposed to just hate each other. There's the reputation that we just already do. I actually went to a women's council event, which I'll get into that in a minute. Went camping, and so we're out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a camp kitchen. Well, come to find out, there's a whole nother group with 17 kids or something that are camping for the whole week. So when we show up to do our breakfast, it's like, well, they're already there. They bought Blackstones and everything with them. And shout out to those people because they cooked our bacon and everything on their Blackstone that morning. The man standing there, he was like, so where are you guys all from? And we said, we're Women's Council Realtors. And he said, oh, which company are you from? And we said, well, we're actually all from different companies. And he just was shocked because he was like, what do you mean? Like, you guys get along, you hang out, and you're all from different companies? Like, yeah, that's how Women's Council works. It is a network for realtors to collaborate, and it doesn't matter where you work. We're all just in there to support each other, build each other up as leaders, pass business back and forth to each other. Like, it just shows you, like, that made me realize that the general public thinks that, oh, you work for that company and you work for that company and those are the only people you talk to at your company. But there's a whole nother world out there. So I guess all I really wanted to drive home today is when you're searching for a brokerage, you should do your homework. That is something I really didn't get to do in the beginning part of my career and kind of regret it. But then again, I don't, because it all led me to where I am now. But yeah, definitely do your homework. Go and interview different brokers. Kind of hang around in their office a little bit and feel the culture. That's going to drive your success. Whether you're the type of person that wants to come to classes every day and just get educated by reading and watching, that's one way to learn. Another way to learn is go out in the field and actually do stuff. If you have a broker that is awesome enough to take you along to listing appointments or buyer showings, I mean, to me, that is real world experience that I would prefer to get into this business, because I can read about situations all day, and the more you read, the better you are and the smarter you are. Don't not read, but I want to go do. So that's some questions I guess you could ask when you're interviewing brokers is, yeah, do I get any field time? What's expected of me? You know, is there any agents in the office that would let me shadow them and stuff like that? Because that's really where I think you're gonna grow the most. You know, just shooting some more facts about real estate, how to navigate, how to find your way. But the more and more I see and do, I mean, it really boils down to you as the person. It doesn't matter where you work. You can really work anywhere, and they're going to come for you because you're the person that cared about them when it meant the most. Just remember that you are the reason for your success. So if you're thinking about real estate, or, you know, you're already in it and just stuff isn't jiving, like, take a look at yourself, see if things could get improved, or maybe it's you. Maybe you're not putting the effort in, you know? So you can't always blame the broker when you're not doing the best. That's my facts about that. I did want to just mention some great things happening at my brokerage. My agents, you know, we're a fairly newer team, but I'm starting to see them start to flourish. They're making connections, they're closing deals. There's hurdles. It's not easy. Closings get delayed a month sometimes. As much as you always want to be ahead of it, there's always a new situation. Things are up and down, but I feel like at the end of the year here, even the ones that have other jobs, like, they are putting the effort into their real estate career, and it's showing. So really, really super proud of that. As I'm getting ready to come into my year as a president of St. Charles Realtors, I just feel like I'm really a good fit for this role this year, because I am a connector and I love realtors from all over. I don't have a problem with any company. Everything is for the client. So if you can't drop an ego about a certain place or a place you've been, like, this might not be for you, because you're supposed to be working for the client. We're all out there trying to do the same thing. We're doing the industry a good thing by staying connected and not cutting each other off, not having bias to each other or certain companies. I mean, that's what I want to do. I just want to make our association the most welcoming and diverse thoughts and people and companies, and just to show everybody just how collaborative of an industry we actually are. So keep getting out there, keep doing what you're doing. I am at this time, you know, fourth quarter ish, seeing a pretty big slowdown in showings, and that's across the board of all price ranges. So there's an election coming. We all know this. I don't know. I didn't want to blame the stall of showings on that, but it could be happening. When I see $200,000 houses sitting and not getting showings, that's different than when you see a $700,000 house not getting showings. So if you're a seller and you're getting frustrated because you're not getting showings, like, you are not alone. That is actually a thing right now. So please hang tight with your realtor. Let them continue to market and do everything they can to get your house out there. If you're a buyer and you're just on the fence and waiting to see what happens, I suggest you don't wait. People are always going to need to move. There's always going to be houses for sale, always going to be deals to be had. And this is a deal making time right now. When sellers are sitting and not getting showings, they're more likely to make a deal for you as a buyer and get you in and get you the things you wanted. So that's my advice for the rest of the year. Don't wait. I've always said that. Don't wait. I love it when I read stories about people from, 3 years ago who said, oh, back then I thought I was paying way too much for the house I got. I beat myself up thinking I overpaid. And, 3 years later, it's worth $50,000 more. So it's like stuff like that happens. Don't be the, oh, I wish I woulda. or I can't make a decision right now. Like, make decisions. Get yourself a nice home. Move to the next thing if that's what you want to do. Don't wait on other factors. If this is what you want, get you a good realtor and let them do it. So that's what I have today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Real Deal STL. Bye bye.